Hey everyone. Some things have happened this week that we were not expecting. And one of my posts went viral, and I think it's at 3.3 million views. So there are a lot more followers, and I thought I'd come on here and introduce myself for people that don't know anything about me. So I want to say first, my name is Michelle, and my husband and I live in Bryson City, Western North Carolina, in the mountains on 12 acres. We have a farm, we have vacation rentals that we built with our own hands, and we share this Smoky Mountain paradise with people from all around the world. We live in the Nantahala National Forest, and our mountain ridge that we build our vacation rentals and our home on overlook Fontana Lake and the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. This was completely raw land. My husband and I developed it, manicured it, and created a place that complements the natural beauty around us. And we did it with the intention of sharing it with people for an opportunity to heal. So you can find a link in our bio, Fontana Lake and Parkview Cabins, to find out more about the vacation rentals. But I wanted to come on here and respond to the tremendous feedback from the video that's still spinning out there. So it was of a bobcat kitten, and the nickname for bobcat kittens is Bobkitten. I was sitting on my couch last Saturday and holding my kitten, Angel, who was a black kitty cat that actually adopted us right here from out of the wild. It showed up at 5 months old, and she's been with us ever since. So I happened to catch something moving out of my periphery, and I looked over on the deck that I'm sitting on, and there's this bobkitten that came up through the cable railing, and it looked like it was looking for its mom. It saw its reflection in the sliding glass doors, and so I immediately tried to get it on video, because we see a lot of wildlife here, and it's not our nature to run outside and try to pet the wildlife. Plus, mom is probably lurking pretty close by. So we've seen 13 bobcats in the past 9 years that we've been here. And so I, instinctually started to try to capture it on my camera. And it was adorable. And it's crying for its mom. And it was only here for 5 minutes. It was in the yard at the end, with the last time that I saw it. And so I very carefully did come outside and look in all directions to make sure that Mama wasn't visible anyway. And I went out into the yard, and I looked for it. I could hear it crying over the bank. There's a very steep bank that overlooks, that goes down to the lake here. And I could hear it crying, and I spoke to it, and I said, "You're going to be okay. Mama's going to be here just at any time." And as soon as I went inside, the crying quit. And so I can't give you an update on what happened for sure, but I can tell you that based on our experience here and the habitat of bobcats, Mom was probably out hunting and left the baby in its den, and the baby woke up and Mama was gone. So I think Mama heard him crying and reunited, because we have not heard anything after that first 5 minutes. We have not heard anything, and we've not seen anything. And I've been looking constantly outside to make sure that they're not still lingering, or that little guy's still not lingering. Of course, if he was here for longer than 10 or 15 minutes and truly distressed and still crying, I would have absolutely come outside and put water. It would have never let me pet it. They're very skittish. They don't like to be around humans. And I think Mama just came and got it, and they ventured off into the forest. So I really appreciate everyone's comments and concerns and advice and expertise. And there were some harsh comments too. So I really just wanted to come on here and introduce myself and say thank you for all the new followers, and also let you know that one of the main reasons that, the only reason that I even created an Instagram page in the first place is because 6 years ago, I could barely walk for mysterious pain throughout my body. I was only 48 years old, and I wasn't like heavy into exercise or anything. We did build these homes and develop this land with our own hands, but it was more like fibromyalgia pain, and it was terrifying. And I had lived with all kinds of chronic illness throughout my life, digestive distress and just all kinds of things, anxiety, depression. But the pain that caused me to not be able to walk without grabbing onto the counter or something forced me to do some major research to find some ways to naturally heal whatever was going on with me. And that's when I found Medical Medium. You may have heard about Medical Medium. He's the originator of the celery juice, the global celery juice movement, where billions of people around the world are now drinking celery juice to heal chronic illness. I ordered his books and I read them immediately. And in a week, the pain was gone. I started to gain strength in my body. My digestion has healed. Now, this is 6 years ago, and I have been strictly living the Medical Medium lifestyle for 6 years, and I have healed so much over the years. I have healed chronic illness that I never thought, you just think it's going to get worse as you get older. I just want to say that, for someone that could barely walk 6 years ago, I now run up and down a mountain, and I have strength in my body. And at the age of 54, I feel myself getting better every single month. So some of the things that I've been able to heal have been diverticulitis, endometriosis, hemochromatosis, stomach ulcers, anxiety and depression. I had suicidal tendencies throughout my life, PTSD, restless leg. I have 0 menopausal symptoms, hot flashes. I started to have hot flashes and they disappeared, on this lifestyle. So, and so much more. Eye floaters. I have a fraction of the eye floaters that I started with. It's just incredible. So I wanted to share that with you because that's the reason I created an Instagram page in the first place. And so if you're not familiar and you're dealing with anything that causes you pain and suffering, go to medicalmedium.com, and it's all free. All the information's free. You can buy a book and you can listen to podcasts and previous lives and go to his Instagram page and see all of the healing stories. So I think that's about it. I'm going to give you a little bit of, it's getting dark right now, so I wanted to just kind of show you what the views are here in case you want to visit. Like I said, we see lots of wildlife, black bears and deer, elk, turkey, and of course bobcats, which is very rare. So I'm surprised we've seen as many as we've seen. But I just want to put your mind at ease and let you know that I think the baby's okay. All right. So as much as, of course, I wanted to come out here and cuddle it, and get my scent all over it and just like, be its mama. I'm not going to do that because I do respect wildlife, and I don't want to ruin the little guy's future, right? I want to make sure its mom does come back around, and which I'm sure she did. And they keep moving. The bobcats keep moving. So that's about it. I'm going to show you our views here, and just let you know. Oh, the other thing is, because I healed so much chronic illness with medical medium, I changed my eating habits, and I eat plant-based vegan. And so all the tomatoes on the dining room table were tomatoes and peppers that I grew, because I grow most of our food on our farm. So I can the tomatoes, I freeze the cherry tomatoes, I make sauce, but that's all we eat. So that's why there were so many tomatoes on the dining room table. Okay, here you go. So this is Fontana Lake, and all the mountains that you see over there are part of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. We sit within 600 acres of the Nantahala National Forest. So that's it. All right, guys, have a good night, and see you in the future. Let me know if you have any questions at this point. I've tried to give you updates in the comments under the post, but I don't think people are seeing it because they just keep coming. All right, so everything's good. The baby's okay. I can't give you 100% confirmation of that, but I have faith that he is. All right, he's with his mama, and they're off doing bobcat things. All right, much love to all of you. Thank you for following us, and we'll talk soon. Bye for now.